Hey guys, so in my opinion, this is the best Devastator build, and honestly, like it's carried me through everything. It's helped me help people also to get them to higher CT levels. So it's an anomaly based build with the seismic set. Because the seismic set I reckon is the best one out there. Firepower builds for Devastator sucks for I reckon because there's nothing to really boost that damage as much as the other classes. Like we don't have any stone bullets or whatever you want to call it. So this build focuses on earthquake and gravity leap. So you do need these mods. Double jump, extra quake, of course, just to spam more of the abilities as much as possible. Untamed power and ground crash. So you can also swap out untamed power for unstoppable force, but I don't really use my melee too often. If you are using unstoppable force, then I'll suggest to take strong arm of the law as well as strong arm of the anomaly, because these two abilities really improve your melee damage by a lot, especially with unstoppable force. You'll increase your damage by heaps and you'll be doing shit tons of damage with it. But because I don't really use my melee as much as I should, I'm not really used to it, I don't like it too much, I don't take those, so it's not really that effective for me. Tainted Blood, Captain Hunter. So with Captain Hunter, I chose that because I just like the flat out damage. You can swap that out for anything you want, but it increases the damage against elites by a lot and helps you burst them down as fast as possible. Despair and Earthquake's Legacy. I just love the fact that Earthquake can just spread out so much more further and hit so many more enemies. So it helps out so much clearing out mobs. Despair is really important in this build because it increases your anomaly power by 2 times, and with gravity leap, because we have two of it, so it'll be like 4 times the damage for anomaly power, which really helps out a lot. And of course second quake and blood shock, because this bleed does focus on enemies being bled to increase the damage by 50%, or in this case 75% because of tainted blood. So with the guns, you can use I use a daimyo because it's good with the reload speed. I just spam scrap grenade as fast as possible. Just keep shooting it, reloading it. Or you can use the juggler, scrap grenade and ground opening. But if your aiming isn't on point, you can change the ground opening to something else. Second gun, the Anomaly, because Moaning Winds is still OP, and Radiation Splash just for like the extra damage. But with the Radiation Splash, it does have a slight delay on it. So when you switch, don't switch out instantly. So with the Moaning Winds and the Radiation Splash, it doesn't proc instantly. So when you switch out, you would have to wait just a few seconds until you see the second proc for the Radiation Splash go off, then switch back to your primary. So in this case, it's like switch, and that second burst right there was the Radiation Splash. If you switch too quick, that Radiation Splash doesn't go off and it doesn't do any damage. And for the pistol, I just have this purple gun because of all the life leech healing, skill life leech. I put on Fortress because I heard that you can get Fortress faster with the pistol because it stacks faster. Resistance Breaker because it lowers the target's resistance by 35% for 6 seconds. This is honestly pretty good, but I don't really use it that much. Also, another tip for the Devastator, if you're using the pistol, you can spam Earthquake a lot more faster. So in that case, I had the Juggler out. If I switch over to the pistol, it's a lot faster, just for anyone that doesn't know that. So for the skill tree, I went down the bottom path. This is the best path to go as Anomaly Devastator. I went all the cooldown as I can for seismic abilities to spam as much as you can, and Paladin because once you use your golem, your anomaly power does increase by 45%, so it help you damage them so much more faster. Stone Circle because it extends the distance for the close range by an additional 4 meters. So I have that because with the close range, Devastator does have the close range perk. So every close range kill heals you by 24% of your max health. So an additional 4 meters, if anyone dies within that circle, you get healed up and you don't die as fast. You won't really die anyway as Devastator.
There's a sealed gate leading to the monument. Doesn't look like Kang had any luck breaking through. Must be gate's open. Whoa. The pack sure knew how to impress. Tiago, the monument's clear. I got the pod.
You did it, Outrider. And Kang's fighters are on the run.
Detected.
For the time
Access
being.
granted.
Back in our lands, interfering again.
Haven't you done enough, Outrider?
Still alive. Two of them gone.
You're clearly capable. I should have never doubted that. But everyone slips up eventually. Even you. And when you do,